Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Game Week 38 deadline stream. The last one of the season. Plenty of chaos, I'm sure. All nice and calm right now, but there's going to be some leaks. There almost certainly will be some leaks this week, as there always are in Game Week 38. Fingers crossed they're from Arsenal and Man City. But obviously we don't know exactly what we're going to get. A lot of content creators talk about making subs once you know who will start, but the deadline is 2:30. Okay. Well, I don't know what your point is, to be honest. Yeah. No suit. The people always talk about the suit, which goes to show how long people have been watching for, because I don't think I wore it last year either. I said this the other day, I don't have one that fits anymore. It's too big. And I wasn't going to buy a suit just for this stream, I'm afraid. I do need to buy a new suit for a wedding soon, so maybe next season I might wear it. But no suit, I'm afraid. Oh, yes, 2:30 deadline, yes. Sorry, I need to change that. Let me just do that quickly. There and there. All right, should be done now. You didn't even try outfit. I mean, what did you want me to wear? Like, how I make FPL videos for a living. How much fancy stuff do you think I have? We just thought you'd be professional this year. Well, you couldn't have. I didn't wear a suit last year either. This is not. Just relax. I started the suit trend, I think, and now I've stopped it. Why not Van Heck? Is he not guaranteed to start? Yeah. But I think Gabriel's probably going to be a start or no minutes. So I'm kind of, right now, I'm going to just bench Gabriel. You are a millionaire. Not really. But also, even if I was, like, again, what are you expecting me to have in my wardrobe? A lot suggesting Gyökeres will start. Yeah, but the problem is we don't know for sure, right? And this is the problem with a lot of this stuff. I mean, there is going to be rotation for Arsenal, so you could say Gyökeres comes in, but maybe it's Jesus. I don't know. Would you start Mane and Chow over Gabriel and Saliba this week? Again, I don't think Gabriel or Saliba start, but they're probably 0 minutes, so I'd probably risk them. I am doing a watch-along today, yeah, starting at 4 o'clock. Quickly let us know who's starting for City and Arsenal. I've got family stuff to do. If only, eh? If only. Does what you said in your last video about the team for free hit still stand? Honestly, I don't know what I said. And I haven't thought about free hit since I made that video, so sure. I'm not on free hit, so I've not given it any thought apart from that video, I'm afraid. Member for 31 months. Calvert-Lewin, Haaland, or Thiago to Bowen, committed to the Bowen move. Thiago, I think. Obviously, if Haaland's benched, then you do Haaland, but Thiago, I think. Play 2 out of Gyökeres, Gross, and Wilson. Oof, I'd probably bench Wilson out of those. Thoughts on Richarlison as captain? I don't mind it, but I don't like it. I like it less now. Obviously, Solanke's probably going to be in the squad, so does that mean less minutes for Richarlison? Maybe. I mean, Solanke could come on and Richarlison could stay on the pitch. That's obviously something that could happen. Richarlison could move to the left or something. They could just both play up front if they're chasing a goal. You don't really know. But I like Richarlison captain like less since the press conference, I suppose. FPL newsletter is probably going to leak. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get some Man City leaks. It's the Arsenal ones I'm not sure we'll get, to be honest. Do you think there's a chance of leaks? I mean, all teams are kicking off at the same time. It's the last day of the season. Like, people are going to be less worried about leaking Arsenal news, for example, because they got nothing to play for. If the league was still on, then you're less likely to get leaks. So is it possible we get leaks? Yes. Is it going to happen? Who knows? Nobody knows for sure. Do you think Semenyo starts? He posted an Instagram story. I'll be honest, I haven't tracked who posts stories throughout the season. Like, does Semenyo post stories if he's benched? Does anyone know that? Am I in with a chance to win the Irish League? Nope, don't think so. I suspect I'm quite far behind now. I am 41st. 2447. I am like 57 points behind. I'm in a cup final. Please tell me the top 3 best replacements for Sarr. I've got 8.1 to spend. Bournemouth do have something to play for, by the way, and I don't think people are going crazy for Burnley players. Gakpo, Somerville, Gibbs White, probably. Maybe something like that for 8.1. Do West Ham attackers look better because of all Leeds injuries now? Well, didn't Leeds have the same injuries last week? A lot of them. I mean, I think most people are looking at Bowen anyway, so if you want to go Somerville, that's absolutely fine, yeah. Thanks for the content this year. No idea what to do with Arsenal and City and 0 free transfers. Surely transfers in out is wrong. Saka and Yoko is most transfers in. That does look wrong, doesn't it? Yes. That does look wrong. The only annoying thing... Yeah, surely that's not correct, right? If it is, that's mad. Yes, Gibbs White and Anderson. I wonder why that is showing that. I can't change it, I don't think. I mean, I can... Let me see again. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that. I could just get rid of it. The problem is if I get rid of it, it's just gone completely. Like, so if I just stop it, I have to leave it blank. Maybe that's better than having... maybe it's better than having bad information there, to be honest. So I might have to go with a blank. Haaland or Bruno captain? I think Haaland until we know for sure he doesn't start, I think. Can I achieve my highest rank today? Yeah. For sure. Yeah, Szoboszlai is not a bad shout. The thing with Szoboszlai is you get the minutes, right? You probably get 90 minutes with Gap. I do worry slightly about the Gakpo shout now because if Isak's in the squad, and like I think Wirtz might start on the left. So if Rio comes on and Isak comes on, then Gakpo's probably getting taken off. So his minutes are probably a little bit lower than they were last week. That's any slight worry. So yeah, Szoboszlai is the safer pick for sure over Gakpo. No doubt about that. Rio and Palmer or Gibbs White and Szoboszlai. Gibbs White and Szoboszlai. I don't think Rio starts, to be honest. Saka out, Palmer in. I'm quite tempted by Palmer, although he has been so rubbish. I'm not going to talk about England's World Cup squad now. It's too early in the stream. I will probably stay on after the deadline until we get the lineups because obviously we're going to get them all at the same time, so it's a bit more interesting than normal. So I'm happy to talk about the England squad between 2 and 2:15. But I don't want... If I get onto it now, I never get off it. And I don't want to hear all the nonsense that people say about the England squad as well. Not now, anyway. 500k subs, game week 1, deadline stream. I mean, I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but I'll probably hit 500k before game week 1 because it's not actually that far off, basically. I'd be surprised if I've not already hit it before the game week 1 deadline stream. And that's not like being big-headed. That's just knowing after almost 10 years, knowing what subs look like in pre-season, basically. Rice to Anderson. Yeah, don't hate it. I mean, I would be tempted to do something a bit more interesting at that price point, like Somerville or Anthony, but Anderson's fine. Absolutely fine. I've got Semenyo, O'Reilly, Haaland, Gabriel, Trossard, Saka. Saka up for Palmer, Gakpo, Gibbs White. Yeah, one of those 3. I'd probably prefer Palmer, but it's all pretty close. I'm fighting for first place, 9 points down. He's got Gyökeres, Cherki. Nice. Yeah, probably Palmer. You've got Gakpo, Szoboszlai, and Bruno Fernandes. I already mentioned a couple. I didn't just say Gakpo, right? Gibbs White, Somerville, Anthony. Laurie, new member. Thank you. 1 free transfer, so Trossard or João Pedro. Trossard, I think. Going Creepy. Yeah, Creepy's another forward you could consider as well. Going for Creepy in for Thiago, Gibbs White in for Cherki, and Gakpo in for Casemiro. Wish me luck. Good luck. Andy knows the expected subscribers. Yeah, I mean, I actually looked. I actually got more subscribers this season than last season, which maybe is because of the rank, potentially. But it's all very similar year to year. It's not like... It doesn't, like, massively explode, but it also doesn't go massively down either. So it's quite consistent. Quite like that. 27 points clear. Similar team to my rival. Well done. You've won. 3 City and 3 Arsenal. How many hits would you take if we get big news? Well, I mean, that depends, right? What's the news we get? What are the 6 players you've got? And what does your bench look like? Like, there's no right or wrong answer to this. If you've got 6 Arsenal City and 4 of them start, 2 of them don't, but you've got 2 good players on the bench, then don't take a hit, you know? It's very difficult to say exactly what you should do right now. Here's the piece of advice I would give people. Start preparing what you're going to do if you get no leaks. Like, it's not a guarantee. I suspect we will get Man City because they're one of the teams that does often come out, but we might get nothing. So if we get nothing, I'm probably going to do Saka and Gyökeres out to Bowen and Palmer probably, and then just hope for the best with the rest. What are your top 10 mid? Come on, I've already given you like 3 or 4. I'm not going to give you 10. Come on. I'm just going to reel off all the names I've already said a million times. Why does anyone need 10 midfielders this week? You can only have 5. You're not looking to sell all of them. Is Thiago being massively overlooked? Not really. He's playing Liverpool away, I suppose. Like, it's fine if you got him, but I don't think most people are going to target him. Is 53 points clear and nailed on win? Yeah, you're not going to... Like, imagine if you got 50 points, they would need 103. Like, it's done. It's absolutely done. You should try and get a good rank every season if it helps your YouTube. That is a great idea. That, to be honest, up until you said that, I hadn't considered that. So I think Mbeumo starts. Yes. Is he in the top 10 midfielders? Maybe. Thanks for another year of great content. Now spill the goods. I know that I know that you know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Unfortunately. If you don't bring in Palmer, who is your next best pick? I'm not sure. The thing is, I kind of want to do something a bit more interesting, but I don't know how many interesting picks are there, really? Gakpo, maybe? I've kind of put myself off Gakpo a little bit now. Gibbs White is probably up there as well. Szoboszlai. Yes, there's no suit. You can see there's no suit. I haven't got a suit. I didn't wear one last year either. I can't keep answering suit questions. I don't have a suit, basically. Not one that fits anyway, so it just looked really stupid. I actually haven't tried it on, so maybe it's not that bad, but I suspect it's pretty bad. Please continue to update any team news / leaks in the tracker. I will, yeah. To be honest with you, if we start getting some really important information, I will clear most of that ticker and just put the leaks. Because, I mean, realistically, I don't think anyone really cares that Richards is out for game week 38. Richards and Crystal Palace probably do, but I'm not sure most of us do. Would I do João Pedro to Richarlison? I think I would class that as a bit of a luxury move. I think if you got the spare transfer, fine. If not, I'd probably risk João Pedro. I'd probably risk him. You should have got one of those t-shirts with a suit printed on. I did think that this morning, but it was a little bit too late. Am I cooked with Gabriel and Saliba at the back? I don't know. Do you have a bench? 1 free transfer, best final day punt. Is there any actual good punts? The absolute best final day punt. I mean, Salah. Should have pulled a Sickie. No, you can't pull a Sickie. Best João Pedro replacement. Bowen, probably. Why Hill and not Senesi? Because I don't own Senesi. Why would I bring Senesi in? Have Gabriel, Saliba, Saka, João Pedro with 2 free transfers. Nice. So probably Saka and one of the Arsenal defenders is probably your priority, I would say. What if I send you my suit guy? Seriously, he's Irish and brilliant. I'm probably just going to get a cheap suit, to be honest. I don't really wear suits that often. Quite glad about that. Start BL Van, but thanks for the offer. Start BL Van Heck or Hill. Hill. Also, 1 free transfer, Saka to Palmer or Gyökeres to Bowen. Saka's got to be less likely than Gyökeres to start, I think, so probably him. Probably him. I'd like a season review video and maybe crown your best players across the season to earn a place on the wall. Yeah, I probably will do a season review video because I feel like I've probably got to, really, but it probably won't be till like Wednesday or Thursday. Can you imagine if FPL number 1 and number 2 are 1 point apart waiting for the midnight Opta updates? Yeah, I did. I think it's a good change, but I'm not sure they should have done it for game week 38 when it hasn't been a thing for any other part of the season. But it is what it is, right? O'Reilly to Stones or Semenyo Cherky to Bernardo Silva. I probably wouldn't do either of those moves. If you've got to do one, probably the Semenyo one. Is Lacroix to Porro worth a transfer, or should I just play Keane or Justin? And which one? I'd probably play Keane. I mean, again, like Lacroix to Porro is fine if you've got the spare transfer, but if you've got something more important to do, just play one of your bench players. What do you think was your most important, influential moment of the season? Sticking to Bruno Fernandes. Basically. What to do with João Pedro? Only one free transfer. Sell him to Bowen or keep him if you've got another transfer that's more important. +1 on the season review. Thanks for the great content. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thanks all for watching. Saka starts. I'm adamant. Oof. Don't know. Can actually live in Ireland with fewer Arsenal fans to rub it in. Yeah, fair play, Arsenal. Fair play, Arsenal. Priority if we get no news. João Pedro or Saka. Saka, I think. Bernardo should start his last game. Who would this bench? Well, hasn't Bernardo just been starting anyway? Wouldn't he just start centrally? Like, he could start alongside Rodri. I mean, otherwise, who knows? He could start on the right instead of Semenyo. He could start centrally instead of Cherky. But he could just start alongside Rodri, I think, as well. I mean, does Pep really care in the final? I mean, he probably does care, but nothing on the line, right? So my guess is he benches, I don't know, whoever usually plays alongside Rodri. I can't even think right now. I guess that depends, right? Kovacic just played there for one game recently, I believe. But I mean, who freaking knows? Honestly, I have no idea. It's like if Stone starts, does he bench Gay or Kushinov? My guess is Kushinov. I could be completely wrong. Does Stones definitely start? I think he probably will, but is that a guarantee? I don't know. Saka to Somerville. Nice. Good luck. Is Saka out? Well, he's not injured, right? But the problem with this game is you have to be rational to do well. Yeah, you also just don't have to buy Gyökeres. I've seen those Stones out injured stuff, but I don't think it's legit, right? No leaks yet. Bookies know something about Arsenal. Yeah, there's no leaks yet. Like we're unlikely to get them until later on for FPL, right? Calvert-Lewin to Bowen or Saka to someone 12.4 under. Saka probably. Palmer, Gibbs White, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Somerville, Anderson, something like that. Following, you can't go Salah. Following since 2019. Love the content. Thank you very much for watching. Since 2019. En route for my best season yet. Top 1K since game week 18. Oof, nice. Shada game week 18 shout was brilliant. Yeah, I didn't go for it though, did I? I bought Verts instead. To be honest, I can't complain because Verts got a double digit, but still. Fair play to you. What do you think about Maresca taking over City? I don't know, it's fine. I mean, I think it was always going to happen, right? I think that was... I mean, ever since he left Chelsea, it always seemed that he was going to be next in line. I mean, I don't know. How would you follow up Pep Guardiola? Like, is there anyone they could realistically get in where you'd think that there's no one you could get in that would be better, right? It's just always going to be worse. So it's probably fine. I'm hoping City take a dip now. I'm defending a lead. One chaser has Szoboszlai, other doesn't. Should I go Szoboszlai or Gakpo? Probably Szoboszlai, I guess. Do you think Semenyo starts? I really don't know, is the honest answer. I'd like to think he would, but he played a lot of minutes, hasn't he? Maybe he's the one to get... Like, because he started, then he started the FA Cup, then he started the Bournemouth game as well. So maybe he's like the prime one to get benched, to be honest. Like, I think I don't know if logically is the right word, but I think the sensible thing, if I sell Saka and Gyökeres... Christ, I don't know what this stupid like switch player thing comes up. I think I should bench Semenyo for Tavernier. I think that's the sensible thing to do. Look what happened to United when Fergie left. I don't think it's quite the same, but I get your point. Yeah, I mean, Man City won't be as good, I would imagine. I think that's not exactly a hot take, is it? You lose the best manager in the world at the moment, and you probably become slightly worse. NG Alex, thank you very much. 31 months. Both chases with João Pedro attempted to get him back. That feels a bit rubbish, but I mean, if you're defending a lead, it's fine. It's a viable strategy. City lineups at least might get a bit easier to predict. Maybe they've got a big squad though, right? Big-ish. But yeah, I mean, my guess would be that Haaland will start game week 1. Do I think Iraola will go to Liverpool this summer? No, I don't think so. I think they're going to stick with Slot. That seems to be all the noise that's coming out. I know the fans aren't happy with it, but that doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, it might do if it gets really bad, but they seem to want to stick with him. I feel like they possibly should. I don't know. Has he got a bit of credit in the bank for the league win last year? Maybe. I know Liverpool fans really just don't want him, though. Gyökeres and Tavernier to Bowen and Rayan. I mean, I wouldn't do Tavernier to Rayan. That feels a bit of a waste of a move. Bench Gross / start Welbeck and Hinchelwood. I would probably start Welbeck and Hinchelwood over Gross, yeah. Up the Wave has all predictors on Saka not starting. Should you start Semenyo? Yeah, I would start Semenyo over Saka, but I was trying to point out that I'm going to sell Saka. So my point was more that I should probably play Tavernier over Semenyo. Just if you imagine that's my team, but I'm selling Saka and Gyökeres, then the sensible move really is to play Tavernier over Semenyo, I think. Wolves to bounce back. I mean, maybe because it's Burnley, but there's not really much to bounce back in. Oh, but do you mean back up from the Championship? Maybe. 1 free transfer got Raya and Dubravka. What to do? Probably buy a new goalkeeper. Although it is such a rubbish week to have to buy a goalkeeper, I would probably go for Hermansen or... I mean, I'm not even sure I would risk Donnarumma, to be honest. Because Trafford could play. Who's the standout midfielder this week? I mean, if I was on free hit, I would have Salah, I think. Found out today from someone in the office, if I had joined their league, I'd be pocketing £850. I would have a 30-point lead. If it was a £70 buy-in, I didn't have that money last year. Oh, ouch. £70 buy-in is quite a lot for an £850 pot, by the way. Can't be that many people playing. Just donate and say thanks for the advice this year. Glad you're in the top 1K. Thank you very much. Hopefully you hold on. Do you know what? Honestly, it's not really on my mind, like, running up to the stream, and it's not really playing on my mind with transfers either, but later on it's going to be a problem. If I start getting red arrows on the watch along, the thing is, like, it's one of those, I'm going to be on a good rank no matter what happens later. No matter what, I'll finish well. It's got to be top 1K. I've been in the top 1K for like 8 out of the last 10 weeks. It's going to be so annoying if I've bottled it because of Gyökeres. Hope Bruno breaks the assist record, then shouts out the channel. Fingers crossed. Gibbs White or Bruno G? Gibbs White, I think. So Lacroix or Strauch first? Probably Lacroix. Thoughts on taking... Although Lacroix might start, but probably Lacroix. Thoughts on taking hits to field a full 11 if we get leaks or just hope for cameo points? I would take hits to get 11, yeah. Does your opinion change if they're defenders versus midfielders versus forwards? I mean, attackers more likely I would take a hit for than defenders, but honestly... If you haven't got 11 starters, I would take hits, yeah. Verbruggen to Raya and Gyökeres to okay, other way around, I assume. I don't think I would buy Verbruggen. I would go for like is Vicario back, by the way? I think Kinski's going to start again, no? Yeah, I would go for like, well, maybe I wouldn't risk. Is Vicario back? I feel like he might be. I don't know. Maybe Hermansen instead. Play Thiago or Gyökeres? Thiago. I see that João Pedro's yellow flag. Did I miss some info? He's back in training. Well, he missed the previous game, right? So he's back in training. I think it was like, we'll see. So he's not 100% available, but he probably will be. Maguire to drop a masterclass out of anger over England. The thing is, like, a lot of people are saying that, like, Gibbs White will want to perform to show Tuchel that he got it wrong. But I mean, does it matter? Like, really? Like, Tuchel seems quite... Tuchel's very German. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, he's very, like, blunt to the point, and like, it's not like he knows Gibbs White. It's not like he doesn't know Gibbs White's done well. It doesn't really matter what he does today. Like, the good thing is, Tuchel's not like all the fans. He's not worried about form and stuff like that. And so he's not going to, if Gibbs White scores a hat-trick, he's not going to go, should have put him in. He's not like that. So, yeah. You should have a paid lead next year, 10 or each, top 1,000, get something. That's way too much hassle. Not going to happen. I did see the Leeds underground photo, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it, so I'm not really sure what was special about it, to be honest. Punt on Gakpo or Madueke / Martinelli. Gakpo, I think. 35 ahead, have wildcard. Do I copy their team or not? You've won either way. You're not going to lose a 35-point lead in 1 week unless something mad happens. But if that's the only thing you're worried about, then sure, copy their team. Why not? Thoughts on Saka out, Madueke in? I don't hate it. I don't know if his minutes will be that great, but need 3 bench players. Have Joachim Andersen third on the bench. You need 3 bench players. I mean, okay, how much? What positions? Yeah. I mean, Burnley defender, Chelsea defender, Spurs defenders are cheap, West Ham defenders are cheap. Midfielders, Anderson, Anthony. What would you do if you had Raya and Henderson to play Raya? Sell João Pedro and get Bowen? Sure. If no leap, bench one of Calvert-Lewin, Enzo, Tavernier, Semenyo. See, this is the thing. I think Semenyo's got to be the one, honestly. Even though it feels really bad. The Leeds thing is they got a beach bag saying they're already on the beach. Okay, but I don't get it, though. Like, we all know they're on the beach, right? Is it like a... what point are they trying to make? Oh, because they can't get relegated, you mean? Is Cherky that unlikely to start? I mean, he's been benched for like 3 of the last 4 or something like that. So it wouldn't be crazy, right? My prediction will probably be that Cherky starts, but there's nothing behind that, really. What's the most points deductions you take this week if you're chasing in your lead by a fair few points? Well, the problem is every hit you take just puts you further back, right? So it depends on which players you're removing. Simply FPL, thank you. When are you going to start making videos again? I wouldn't bring in Madison. I doubt he starts. I think he's going to be an option off the bench. Have Calvert-Lewin, Haaland, and Gyökeres. Best replacement for Gyökeres. Budget not an issue. Thinking Osula or Krupi, but minutes scare me for both. I mean, Krupi's minutes have been all right, to be honest, and he's on penalty. So I'd go Krupi over Osula. I would probably just buy Bowen, though, to be honest. Boring, but it is what it is. One trade, Saka to Palmer / Szoboszlai versus João Pedro to Bowen. I would sell Saka before João Pedro, probably for Palmer, although I must admit, given how bad Palmer's been all season, I do feel less keen on that than I did. The Leeds thing is it shows Somerville's arm going down the escalator as he's the ex-Leeds player who left to get into the Premier. Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. I'm chasing 7 points back, 1 free transfer. Whom out of these should I start? Keane / Hill. Tavernier / Njai. Who to buy the free transfer? I don't know. Who do you want to sell? Who do you want to sell? Who do you want to buy? Salah, Palmer, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, Gibbs White, Somerville, Anderson, Anthony, Bowen, Richarlison, Welbeck. Take your pick. Captain Enzo or Osula? Enzo, I guess, out of the 2. You have to buy one of them. Should I play my bench boost? Probably. If we get any leaks, they start. Captain Marmoush or Foden? Marmoush, I think. Bench Saka or Saliba? Saka to Foden. I mean, that's a risk, right? We don't know if Foden will definitely start, but sure, if you want to take a punt. Also do Gyökeres to Bayern -4. Probably not if you've got a decent bench. Love the content all season. What game are you going to watch? I guess probably West Ham or Spurs, right? That's got the most riding on it. Like by a mile. Obviously, Bournemouth, Brighton, Europe is kind of interesting as well, but it's nowhere near as interesting as the relegation fight. I mean, maybe Man United. I mean, I prefer to watch Man United, but I think for FPL purposes, I should probably watch one of the others. I don't know, though. Like, I don't know. I'll probably flick through a bit. Ideally, I'd watch Man United, but for an FPL point of view, probably got to be someone else. 1 point ahead of my min league. Gyökeres and Cherky out for either 2 of Tati, Bowen, Foden, Gibbs White, or Szoboszlai, and for a -4, I'll just do 1. I would just do 1, and I'll probably get Bowen, I think. I mean, -4 maybe if we know they're both out. Use Sky Multiview. Yeah, that's the thing now. If you hear Semenyo's not starting, would you still sell Saka? Yeah, because I would just play Tavernier. And I would probably just put Van Heck ahead of Semenyo. Who should I start? Saka, Chow, Thiago, or Strauch? Thiago out of them. Play Thiago. Gyökeres, Thiago. If in doubt, play the guy that's going to start, right? If in doubt, don't buy Gyökeres in game week 37. Play 2. Who, Keane, So... You're going to have to tell me who those players are. Who, Keane, So, Tavernier. I don't know who's So and who are... Is Tell an option? I mean, he's an option. He's not someone I would probably buy, though. If you could buy one defender, who would you buy? If Haaland's bench, am I bringing in Salah? Maybe. Maybe. To be honest, yes, I think is the actual answer. Because if Haaland's bench, I'm selling him for Bowen instead of Gyökeres. That opens up the money, I believe, for Saka to Salah rather than Palmer. And honestly, I'd just rather have Salah than Palmer this week. If I could. With everyone waiting for leaks, are you worried about the site crashing? Maybe a bit, yeah. Have you watched any of the Jamie O'Hara? Oh, to be honest, I have seen those clips, yeah, with the Ange Post. I gotta be honest, I don't really watch TalkSport at all, but I have seen those clips, and it is quite funny with the Ange Postecoglou mask. Have you seen the predicted goals dropping? I have not. No. Who for? I think someone's got a website up now for that. I've seen a few people mention it. I know Rob puts the numbers out, but I think there's a website now tracking whether the numbers going up or down. Oscar saying Haaland might be benched. What, because he's got info, or just that he... I mean, is that info he's got, or is he just saying that Haaland could be benched? Because, I mean, that is true. Haaland could be benched. Like, he's probably... There is a chance I will change captain. I'm just saying that now to, like, Jared Bowen. Or Salah. If I bring in Salah, oh, God... Imagine, I'm gonna. Oh God, I can see it already. I can already see me on Salah captain. Man City odds drop by how much though? Because they were already very high. Yeah, Thiago Gyökeres I've already answered a few times now. Again, play the guy you know is going to start. Saka to Palmer and Semenyo to Gibbs White and Risco Riley. Yeah, sounds good. Massive City odds drop. Okay. God, this is going to be such a nightmare. Just give me such... Okay, so it's FPL Joe. It's FPL Joe is the website where it's showing... FPLJoe.com is showing the odds. Man City down to 2.57. They were up at like 2.9 or something. Oh my God. Does that mean that Haaland's getting benched? Oh. The thing is, I cannot sell Haaland unless I know. I'm going to have to captain someone else, aren't I? But then again, it's kind of back where it was earlier on in the week. Okay, I can't look at that now. I can't keep track of that now. We've got an hour and a half. We might get some info. Oh, that means people are benched, doesn't it, for Man City? This is going to be chaos later. It's going to be absolute chaos later. Basically, what's happened is the Man City odds for goals have dropped quite a bit from this morning, and that might mean that players are benched they weren't expecting. Because bookies always have, they get inside info and stuff. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, Fernandez, not a bad captain at all. I can already see it now. I'm gonna end up on Salah captain. Oh my God, I've seen my future, and it's like falling outside the top 1K because I'm stupid and I went Salah again. I don't think I answered that one defender. Who would you buy? By that question, by the way. I will probably go Porro because I've got Calvert-Lewin. I'd be tempted to go Mavropanos if I didn't. I think it's close between the two. Saka to Palmer and Semenyo to Gibbs. I did that one. Have one free transfer. Looking to go someone safe for minutes in my field. Do I transfer out Rice, Trossard, or Cherky? I mean, none of them are safe for minutes this week. I'd probably get rid of Trossard out of the three, I think. Szoboszlai, if you want someone safe for minutes, I suppose. Salah and Szoboszlai for Saka and Bruno chasing 20 points. Oh, you know what? I don't hate it. I mean, selling Bruno seems bad, but 20 points, you've got to do something silly. 7-point lead. Defend by getting Szoboszlai, Calvert-Lewin, and Semenyo with one free transfer. Or is it too open? I would not defend by buying Semenyo. 7 points. I think if you've got three, like Calvert-Lewin's on penalties, right? Probably going to start again. I think it's risky just thinking about. But Szoboszlai's just a good pick, so maybe just get him. Managed to get Marmoush in my draft team. Any news on him? Nope. I've got McGinn, Rodon, or Dunk on the bench if he doesn't play. Also play Darlow or Sanchez. Sanchez. Who would you bring in if the transfer is Saka out? 0.4 in the bank and other midfielders are Semenyo, Gross. Palmer, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, someone like that. Somerville, Hinshelwood, Anthony. Take your pick. It's 1 week, you know. There's not really huge amounts to go on. Gut feeling. Palmer probably, but yeah. Best Saka replacement. Yeah, just done that. Currently have Gross, Bruno, and Sakastai, and Ampadu and Cherky on the bench. 1.5 in the bank. Quite like Gibbs White. Yep, Gibbs White. Good pick. The thing is, for 1 week only, like it's a bit more gut feeling than ever, really. Like at any other point, you only have to worry about this week. So, is Gibbs White a good pick? Yes. Is he the one that I would go for? I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of up for it. I'm not against it at all. Like any other player I think about, midfield wise, same price or below than Gibbs White, I don't think any of them are definitely better. So take your pick and just run with it. I built an FPL wrap for a fun recap of your season. I can send a link if you'd be interested in seeing yours. Good luck with GameWeek 30 and thanks for great season content. Yeah, sure, send it on. You probably have to email it though, because I don't think you can send links in the chat, and I've disabled all my DMs on Twitter and stuff unless I follow you. Thanks very much for that. Saka and Gyökeres to Krupi and Salah for a -4, 60k in the world and 40-point lead. Sure, why not? The league's done. I mean, if you've got a good bench, you don't have to take the hit, but if you want to do something different, why not? So I don't think Gibbs White's on penalties, by the way. I think it's Igor Jesus because he took the last one. And from what I can tell, Gibbs White was on the pitch. I really envy people who have a rubbish season and are over 100k, no pressure at all. That's nonsense. Come on. The thing is, I said that once when I was like top 5k. I was like, it's quite boring being top 5k because you're not really chasing it. And that's such nonsense. So I'd much rather be in the position I am than further back. Arsenal odds gone down 0.2 in the last 12 hours. Yeah, I mean, they're going to go down, aren't they? There's going to be benchings galore. Top 3 forwards this week minus Haaland. Welbeck, Richarlison, Bowen, probably. Krupi's also pretty good. I mean, arguably, Krupi might be better than Richarlison now because of Solanke, but I think I like Richarlison. What time would the leak start coming out? I don't know. Any time between now and 4 o'clock or 3:45. I mean, if it's FPL accounts leaking it, probably closer to the deadline, but I can. Sorry, just 10k to 50k in 3 weeks. I way prefer being 10k. Exactly. Oh, you're taking the mic. Fair enough. Gyökeres, Saka to Fleming, Salah for a hit or Bowen. I mean, if you have to play Gyökeres and Saka, I'd be tempted to take the hit. What's the best free hit team? I went through a free hit team on the game on the final thoughts video. If you want to check that out, I'm not going to go for a whole team right now. Top 3 forwards minus Haaland this game. Oh, did that. I really hope the FPL servers hold up as well. To be honest. Yes, Man City odds have dropped. They've dropped. We know. Lots of people have said it. Maybe they go back up later. Oh. The thing is, if Haaland's not okay, hang on a second. Got to think about this stuff now. Let's say Haaland's not starting, right? So Haaland to Bowen. It's a shame. By the way, I just say now, it's a bit of a shame Marmoush is not a forward because I would like to get Marmoush in. Haaland to Bowen. Oh, Saka to Salah. Oh, or do I just get Marmoush? But I've got to captain one of these players. Marmoush instead of Salah. Do we think that Marmoush would be on penalties? Didn't he miss one or give one up or something? 2.8 in the bank. I don't want to take a hit. I really don't. But I would kind of love Marmoush. I might go Marmoush instead of Salah, you know. I probably would go Salah, but there'd definitely be a part of me that would want Marmoush. Could Bernardo to be on penalties? Yeah, maybe. Who's the best replacement for Saka below 10 million? Gibbs White. I need to come up with one answer. Gibbs White, Gakpo, Szoboszlai, etc. Those kind of players, I think. I mean, Cunha and Berman might not be bad, but I probably wouldn't go there. Saka and Thiago for Salah and Krupi. Sure, although Thiago is a bit of a luxury sell. Is the foot good? Oh, I don't know what YouTube chat does. Like the question comes in, is the foot good? And I hover over it and it says Foden, it's good. I think you were talking about my foot injury. I think all Arsenal starters start because of the Guard of Honour. Arteta owes them that experience. Look, sure, if they didn't have a Champions League to worry about. By the way, I don't think it's a guarantee that they're all benched, but they've got a Champions League. That's much more important than a Guard of Honour, you know? Like, the flip side is, why risk it? Why risk it for a Guard of Honour? He owes them that experience, does he? Or does he owe them a Premier League and Champions League double and make them one of the best Arsenal teams of all time, you know, in terms of achievements? I think if you ask the players, they'd probably rather win the Champions League. I think it's just a sense of nostalgia makes you tempted to get Salah and nothing else. Yeah, probably. He's in terrible form. Yeah, I don't really care about form all that much, to be honest. I mean, it's like semi-important to think about, but it's not that big really. Just like for the England squad, people worry too much about form. People go on and on and on and on and on about Jarrod Bowen's form. You're like, okay, but when have you ever seen him do it in an England shirt? Never really happened that much. What'd you do if all 5 of your Arsenal City players are benched? Well, I'm taking hits then, aren't I? Although, not necessarily. I could play Tavernier, Van Heck, and Strout, but I'd probably take a hit or something. Isak, maybe. There's no way I would risk Isak. In fast-moving live chat, the system guesses Foden might be a misspelling or maps it to a more common word. But that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't do that for, like... Is Bernardo a more common word than Foden? I don't know, maybe. Isn't XG data all about form? Not really, because when people say form, they mean people that have actually just recently scored goals. Can you summarize all the updates until now? Yep. There you go. Any of the Arsenal leaks legit yet or still lies? I've not seen any leaks for Arsenal. Will Porro start? Yes. Who would you triple captain? I mean, I don't know if I would triple captain Haaland now. Bowen, Fernandes, Salah. Something like that. Even if Haaland's bench, how many minutes do you think he gets from the bench? 20? 25 maybe? The last time the servers went down was a long time ago. So yeah, I probably wouldn't massively panic about it. Is it warm all across the UK today? Not sure. Leading with 13 points in mid-league, I've got Saka, Gyökeres, Semenyo, João Pedro, Haaland. 2 of my subs are injured with 1 free transfer. My closest rival has Szoboszlai, Enzo, and no Gyökeres or João Pedro. Should I take a hit? You might be in hit territory, yeah. If 2 of your subs are injured. I think that's fair in your case. Because Saka Yokora is probably not going to start. Although Haaland, Semenyo, João Pedro might do. Oh, 1 free transfer. Yeah, I'd probably take a hit. So boss side captain differential. I don't hate it. It's probably not where I would go, but it's fine. What are your thoughts on Fleming? Yeah, he's a good pick. Captaincy, I probably wouldn't go that far. He still does play for Burnley. The City goal scoring odds might be related to Emi Martinez's fitness, as thought he broke his finger in the Europa final, but could be okay. I don't think they would drop that much because Martinez is playing. Honestly, he's not that good. Captain Marmoush is almost certainly City benchings. I mean, it could be a super strong Villa squad, but that seems unlikely, right? Captain Marmoush, Bowen, or Fernandez have all start. Marmoush, why not? It probably should be Bowen or Fernandez, but I'm going to say Marmoush. Play 2, Njai, Keane, Saka, Tavernier. Tavernier and Njai, I think. 25-point lead over second place, but they've got bench boost to play. Is it already done? Am I right to be slightly cautious? Slightly cautious, yeah. My wife hates your content. Thank you very much. 2 free transfers first in my league with an 11-point lead and bench boost active. Nice. Strauch and Alderete are injured. Who'd you bring in? It depends how much money you got. Danso and Mavropanos maybe. Uncertain about Cherky. Would you -4 to bring in Bruno G? Probably not. If he's leaked to be benched, then yes, I would sell him. I don't know if it would be Bruno G, but he's fine. Gabriel, Saliba, Strauch, Gay. How many start? 2. Strauch and Gay. Maybe Gabriel. I don't know. Probably 2. Did I make a transfer this week? No. Not yet. And no one, like, unless you're not going to be around for the deadline, which is fair, no one should be no one should be making early transfers. Just madness. I did see Luke's post. Yeah, teams are total lottery this week, so take nothing from it. It just feels he gives minutes to all the guys he hasn't, but total guesswork. I mean, oh god. Okay. Yeah, if Haaland and Semenyo are not starting, I'm taking a hit, I think. Saka, Gyökeres, Haaland. Why is Marmoush not a forward? It would make it so much. If Marmoush was a forward, Haaland, Gyökeres, Saka, Salah, Bowen, Marmoush, job done. Job done. And then play Tavernier over Semenyo. Although, if Semenyo and Haaland are benched, and so is Saka and Gyökeres, then I could do. Yes. Haaland to Bowen, Saka to Salah, Semenyo to Marmoush for a -4. Yeah, I'd probably do something like that. And just put Gyökeres third bench or something. We're not going to know about the Arsenal players, though, are we? Who's your favorite other FPL content creator? The one that I probably listen to the most, like regularly, is probably Planet FPL. But I mean, I'll tune in for just about anything, really. Blackbox, Wire, Solio. I don't know. Whatever's on at the time. In your current situation, what would you do with 5 free trans, say a 15-point gap leading your min league? I don't know. Probably sell a lot of my Arsenal and City players, I think. I want to be confident. Yeah. I mean, if they're all going to not start, then they'd be the players I'd be selling. Then I'd be getting the likes of all the players I've already mentioned. Bowen, Salah, Marmoush. I mean, in defence, I tell you now, if Aït-Nouri starting, I would want Aït-Nouri, I think. I want to be confident in minutes. I've got a 12-point lead in my mini. Would you do Cherky to Enzo or Dewsbury Hall? Probably Enzo or Saliba to Porro. Probably Cherky to Enzo. Wilson for Enzo or Gyökeres for Richarlison. I would do Gyökeres to Bowen, I think. Out of the two. That makes sense. Gabriel Strauch. Oh, did that one. Have you ever watched an AFL game? Australian. Is that Australian rules football? Probably. We'll have to go a few months waiting for it all to kick off again. I know, got like a 2-month break. Or probably almost 2 months. Maybe not quite 2 months, actually. Do-do. Do-do-do. Oh, my God. If nothing leaks, what's the plan? Probably I really don't know where to write this, but I've got I'm probably going to take captaincy off Haaland. So the plan would probably be, yeah, if there's no leaks, to have an area. I think it's going to end up like something like this: Saka to probably Palmer, but I'm not that happy about it. Then Gyökeres to Bowen, and just captain Bowen or Fernandez probably. Maybe I should put a big sign across the top of the team saying, do you know what, actually? I know what I'm going to do. Because I know there'll be people, there's always people that just complain afterwards. Absolute whining about the fact the team's not the same at the end, blah, 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 blah. I wonder if, I don't know if I can, okay. Let me see if I can just do this quickly. Okay, I'm just going to put team is not final until deadline. Anything could change. There we go. I mean, I don't know how much more clear I can make it. And the problem is I can't put what I'm going to do because I don't freaking know what I'm going to do. Okay, I can do this. I can do this quick. Quickish. Not that quick. Not quick enough. You're basically watching me not look at chat right now and just look. I'm looking at Photoshop. Okay, okay. Not that this will matter. There'll still be people whining no matter what I do, but we can try and make people whine less. Let me just name that whatever. Like this is the hardest week to kind of say, if this happens, this is what I'm gonna do, because it's the last week as well. So like I'll just do it. Let me just, okay, does this work? There you go. And that's not even that clear, is it? Why is that so small? Okay. Hang on. I can make this slightly, stop now. I'll make that a bit more clear. Oh, why is it? Oh my God. Okay. Hang on. I don't know if I'm just gonna have to leave it like that. That'll do. That'll do. Am I going to be drinking beer during the watch along? No. Am I going to play World Cup Fantasy? I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. Yeah, that's the honest answer. I do not know. Chances are when it launches, I probably will play, but I don't know. Part of me is thinking if I don't make content on it, I might just not play it. Would you get Salah or Triple City? I'd probably get Salah. Free hit squad. Who are you picking to secure cup wins? I did a free hit squad on the game week preview video if you want to check that out. I'm not going to run through free hit squads on a deadline stream, but if you want to check out final thoughts, not game week preview. I went for a free hit team. You can change up a bit if you wanted to. This route, I have to transfer out half my team from -12. It's going to be chaotic later, I'm telling you. I think, though, this is my rough plan, right? Let's just say, see, if all my City players and Arsenal players are benched, I could, in theory, go with this, with Saka and Gyökeres and Haaland to buy. No. So let's say all my City and Arsenal players are benched. I quite like Saka, Semenyo, Haaland to Bowen, Salah, Marmoush -4 and just play the defenders. Although Strout could leave me with 10, and that's not great. I think there's a chance. Yeah, because if I sell Haaland and Semenyo, That leaves a City spot. I wouldn't be shocked if I end up with 8 Nori for a -8 in that situation instead of Strauk. Oh, it could be tempting. Could be tempting. I'm kind of looking forward to a bit of chaos, although the panic will not be worth it. I mean, I guess 8 Nori's not even guaranteed to start. Obviously, but even if what I mean is, even if O'Reilly's bench doesn't necessarily mean it's 8 Nori. I've Saka and Cherky. Would you sell one for a 4-point hit? Yeah, probably Saka. If no leak, start Saliba or Lewis Potter. Saliba, I think, because I do think that Gabriel and Saliba are probably 0 or 90 minutes. Blame Cooper Jr. for all our suffering. I mean, I blame Man City for not beating Bournemouth, although Bournemouth are very good. Yeah, I just said that. I just said 8 Nori's not guaranteed to start. Although, do you risk Vardio? Is like, he's had a bit of an injury, right? Rob T's market odds still has City at 2.76. Yeah, but he's probably not updated them, right? Since this morning or something. I think Joe's website is tracking them live, I think. Yeah, data reflects movement. So if I click on Man City, so if you click into a team, you can see the history. So Man City peaked at 2.96 yesterday evening. Now they're down to 2.5. Your deadline clock is 34 minutes behind. Nope. It's an hour and 6 minutes to the deadline. Who do you think will qualify for Champions League? UEL. I think Bournemouth might get Champions League, to be honest. I think Liverpool will win. Absolute barbecue weather in Wicklow. Buzzing. Nice. Enjoy. Shame it's only lasting for about 3 or 4 days, but do you know what? I'll take it. When can we expect the first leaks to come? I don't know, to be honest. There's no set time. Like, no one generally tweets, I'm going to leak this at this time. Sometimes that happens, but... knee-jerk stream, yes. Also, Hinshelwood to Dewsbury Hall or Rayan. I would just keep Hinshelwood, honestly. If you have to go for one of them, probably Rayan, I suppose. Who to sell between Saka and Rice? Probably Saka, because you've got more options. I don't think either of them start, though. Why would Man City players not start? Because they've got nothing to play for. Not sure why we have the narrative that Man City players will be benched. Surely Pep will pick his best 11 and play to win the game. I mean, he'll play to win the game, right? But those players have played a lot of minutes. I mean, you might be right. I don't know. But they've also got nothing to play for, and they've played a lot of minutes this season, so why not rest them? I mean, they're playing against a drunk Villa team. I think they can probably win even if they... And the thing is, when you're talking about Man City, right, in terms of playing to win the game, you're not talking about some rubbish players coming on. You're talking about Marmoush, Foden, Ait Nouri, Vardio. Like, it's pretty good backups. Savinho, etc. Do you get why Maguire was... Oh, I'm not getting into that. Do you think Saka is close to a 0% start? Probably, yeah. Yeah, Ake could play as well. Like it could be that O'Reilly doesn't start and Ait Nouri doesn't start. Someone out there, look at Andy's past Game Week 38 deadline streams and note the leaks for future reference. What do you mean, note the leaks? Salah or Palmer for Saka's? Salah, I think, if you can afford it. That's where I'm going to go out of the two. Although nothing to play for, do you not think Pep will field a good team for his final home game? I mean, again, that narrative might be correct. Pick your narrative and run with it. Is there a chance that he picks his best team? Yes. Is there a chance he benches them? Also, yes. Like, the City can win this team with their backups, you know? They played on Tuesday. Tuesday to Sunday turnaround is not that bad. But also, there's no need to roll out your full team either, right? I don't know. That's the honest answer. Like, you might be right. You might be wrong. But there's some risk there. And the fact that the goals have been dropping does make me a little bit worried. I wonder if that's just because they were just too high to start with, though. Because they didn't start at 2.9. They started at 2.6. They went up to 2.9 last night, and now they're back down to 2.5. Haaland will want the golden boot. Isn't he like 6 goals ahead or something? Note the leaks that was given in previous game week 38s might give us an idea if we'll get any. I don't think it really plays a massive part. Personally, I wouldn't go and watch like 10 hours of previous deadline streams to see what leaks we got. I think that's a waste of everyone's time. Gyökeres to Osula or Bowen? Bowen. Risking Richarlison captain. Nice. Good luck. Could the goals dropping be Villa fielding a stronger team? Yep. Yep. Could be any of these things. It could just be that they were priced too high, I guess, although that seems less likely. Feels like something. It feels like some kind of information has got to the bookies. Personally, I don't. I doubt it's Villa fielding a strong team, but I don't know. Hanging on to 1K. Oh, honestly, if I just hadn't sold Senesi for Gabriel 1 week earlier, if I hadn't just got Gyökeres in, I know I've had loads of great luck this season, but still. Thinking Lacroix starts as his last game for Palace as he's leaving this summer. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right, but he's also got a final, right? You make having no sleep for 9 months of the year worth it. Why are you getting... Oh, you're from Australia. Fair play. People acting as if Pep isn't the most performative manager of all time. He'll try to win the game, but he'll also make at least 3 changes to the 11. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, people say, could he not play his strongest team? Yeah. Yeah. Could he make some changes? Yeah. Could Villa field a strong team? Yeah. Could Villa make lots of changes? Yeah. Could Haaland start? Yeah. Could he be benched? Yeah. I must admit, the closer we get to the deadline, the more I feel like the sensible option is to not captain Haaland. But if he starts, that is tears. BL or Justin, thoughts on Lee's defence? I wouldn't bring them in. If I was going to buy one, it would be Justin. 60 points ahead of my Premier League. Going to make 4 transfers from -12. Nice. Last transfer, Porro for O'Reilly. I mean, sure, if you just want to take hits for fun. I mean, Porro is the defender I would be buying this week if I need one. Although, depending on who gets bench, depending on if we get news about certain benchings, I might buy a City defender instead. It'd be disappointing if we don't get one last Pep roulette. Yeah. 53 points ahead of second in my mini league. Well done. You've won. I might be okay to leave it and enjoy my bank holiday. Just want to say thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it. 53 points. You're done. You've won. Villa won't field a weak team either. They're playing for 4th spot. Then who cares about 4th spot? Genuinely, do you really think that's top of their mind? Do you really? They're absolutely drunk from winning Europe. Do you really think they give a you-know-what about 4th spot? I'm sure they'll try and win, of course, right? They're professional footballers. But Watkins, Rodgers, McGinn, Konza, they could all be benched. They might not have any remaining fixtures, but they've just played in Europe on Wednesday, and they've probably been drinking ever since. And why not? But again, you might be right. Maybe they field a super strong team. Salah reportedly starts and Robbo too. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I've got this guy blocked. I'm pretty sure I've got this guy blocked. Yeah, got him blocked. I mean, I'm sure Salah and Robertson probably do start, but the person that you've just put in chat, I've got blocked. So I don't think Slot would spite Salah, to be honest with you. I don't think it's worth it for him. And also, he said he wants to get into Europe. Like, he sees this as a game with something still riding on it, which it has, really. Currently 370 in the world. Congratulations. I always take in way it's intended. Adapt for personal circumstance. Nice. It's pronounced Osula. Osula. Okay, I'll try and remember that. Osula. Osula. Hope you're well. Thoughts on Bernardo Silva differential? I don't hate it for a, he's leaving type pick, but I don't think he's a great FPL pick generally, so I'd probably go elsewhere. Saw you on the JLA stream yesterday. Didn't realize you're a fellow fan. Yeah, I've watched James for a while. Without leaks, bench Cherky or Tavernier? Cherky. Yeah, I am still listening to Phoenix. You're right. I need to change that. I'm going to put on my England playlist. Bit of Three Lions. The Liverpool have to beat Brentford and Villa to lose for Bournemouth to get Champions League. Yes. Because in that situation, Villa will finish 5th, which they will not care about one bit. They will not care. And obviously, Unai Emery will come out and he'll say the right things about fighting for 4. He doesn't care. He's got Champions League. He's just won a trophy. Come on. 4th or 5th, whatever. They got Champions League. Who takes penalties for City if Haaland's bench? Probably Marmoush, but I wouldn't. It's not something I'd be super confident on. Like if Semenyo was on the pitch, who knows? Can we have a hint on whether Haaland starts for the deadline? I mean, I've got no idea. And as I've said to people before, I've shut off all my DMs for Twitter and stuff now, so you can only message me if I follow you, which means I'm less likely to get leaks and stuff. And also, I genuinely do not have my phone on me. Like, where have I left that? I don't have my phone on me either, so I can't check Instagram. I don't think. Or can I do it on a website, Instagram? Oh, you can, yeah. The only thing I've ever had from Instagram was that thing about Evan Nilsson. And the second time that was wrong anyway. Oh, no way. No way. Is it already out? Haaland benched. Is that legit? Haaland doesn't start. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is annoying now. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take hits. I'm taking a hit. Oh, I wonder how much more info they've got. Okay, that's fine. I'm not captaining Hart. Okay, let's just relax. For Christ's sake, would you just relax? You all sound so stressed. Okay. No Haaland. Haaland is officially benched. That is, hang on. Let me just check I've got the right bloody... Okay, it's the official FPL newsletter. Haaland doesn't start. Appreciate the leak. Sign up for our newsletter. There you go. Okay. No. If they've if they've said it, then I believe it. I'm doing. The thing is, if you're, do I want to take hits? I'm thinking, do I want to take hits? Okay, so the thing is, if Gyökeres is benched as well, then I'd rather have Haaland, right? Haaland could come on and get something. Yeah, Haaland's benched. The bookies have signed up. If Gyökeres, do you know what? I'd love it if Gyökeres starts. Can someone leak Arsenal team news? Yeah, Haaland's bench. We've seen it. The thing is, they've leaked that quite early. That tells me there's more leaks coming from them. I mean, I'd love to know about O'Reilly and Semenyo. Can we just have the whole team? Just for... Haaland leak reliable, yes. Who am I captain now? Right now, Fernandes, but I suspect it'll be someone that comes in like Salah or Bowen or someone like that. Does that even mean Marmoush starts? Presumably it's Marmoush up front, yeah. I mean, can I guarantee that? No, but I'd be surprised. Would you take a -8 for Haaland to Bowen? Already taken a -4. My replacement for Haaland would be Gabriel. Probably yes. Currently at Disney World. Nice, enjoy. Prioritise João Pedro, Saka or Gyökeres into who? Saka probably. Salah, Palmer, Gibbs White, someone like that. Gakpo, Szoboszlai. How should I feel with 26 point lead in min-league, second, no chips. I mean, 26 points, you're probably done. I have 3 here. What team should I use? Chasing first. I would check out my final thoughts video, basically, and I'd probably put Marmoush in there, and I would get rid of Haaland from it. Okay, I need to change. Oh, God. This is going to be so not annoying. It's just going to be chaos. Okay, I'm going to change the graphic. Salah, Bowen. Who's third best captain? Fernandez, probably, but it feels... I mean, Marmoush has got to be up there now. Oh, we're gonna get to make plenty of transfers today. Oh, come on. Please finish top 1K. Please. I think I'm going to end up on Salah captain. I'm just telling you that now. I think there's a very high chance that happens. Salah, Bowen, Marmoush. Oh, God, I'm going to captain Salah and he's going to blank again. He's going to get subbed on the 60th minute. He might put Foden false night. Yeah, maybe, but I doubt it. I look, if Haaland's not starting, then like it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It could be anything. So I suspect Foden will start, but I also expect Marmoush will start and Savinio now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all just benched. Haaland will come on, yeah. But by the way, I don't think it's crazy to still start Haaland if you want to. Like, if you don't want to take a hit and you want to just start Haaland and hope for 20 minutes off the bench, that's fine. I think Semenyo's getting benched as well now, yeah. If Haaland's benched, Semenyo's played so much. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see O'Reilly. Oh, this is getting annoying now. I don't know if we're not going to get the whole freaking team though, are we? I think Lazy FPL, go and follow them if you're not already. I think they'll leak another 1 or 2 things. It's just whether it's interesting or not. Because if the next leak is Marmoush starts, that's a bit boring because we kind of know that's going to happen, right? If Haaland's not starting, then yeah. Saka, Haaland, Sarr to Osila, Salah, Marmoush, free transfers. Don't hate it. Move to Marmoush, remove Gross, Eze, or Cherky. Probably Eze. Salah might only get 60 minutes, surely can't captain. Yeah, it's a fair point. Again, you don't have to captain Salah, by the way. Who takes penalties now for City? Maybe Marmoush. But I don't... The thing is, if it's not Marmoush, I don't really know who else it would be, apart from maybe Semenyo, but I suspect he's not starting either now. The only leak so far is Haaland is not starting. We don't even know if he's on the bench, by the way. Probably is. Is Calvert-Lewin starting? I hope so. Should have rolled more transfers. Should have rolled more transfers. Harry Wilson, no chance would I buy him. Yeah. We all know Haaland's benched. We know. Yeah, maybe Bernardo Silva takes one as a farewell. Maybe that happens. Who the hell is... Ooh. You got 3 transfers. Nice. Maybe Robertson's the punt to go for. Already on a -8. Sell Haaland was going to. Nice, yeah, go for it. Again, whether you sell Haaland really depends on your bench, right? If you really don't want to take a hit, you could play... Like, I could, in theory, like play Van Heck ahead of Haaland, but then I've got Gabriel. Oh, this is going to be so bad. I'm a bit scared about what my team's going to end up on. Although I'm not convinced we get... I'm not convinced we get Arsenal leaks. Not convinced at all. I used to get them as well a long time ago. You remember those days when I used to get the odd Arsenal bit? Don't get that anymore. What if Salah comes off in the 11th minute to a... Nah, because Liverpool got something to play for, right? Then they're technically not 100% safe for fifth for Champions League. They will be fine because of goal difference, but Arteta is paranoid about team leaks. Exactly. It's just not going to happen, is it? No, Liverpool don't already have Champions League. Not official. It's not mathematically done. Bournemouth technically could still catch them. It would require quite a big Liverpool loss and quite a big Bournemouth win, but it's possible. Now, I know, you don't have to tell me, I know Liverpool are going to get top 5. There's nothing realistic that's going to happen today, which means they won't, but it's not mathematically done. It's not mathematically done. That's all I'm saying. I mean, arguably the safest captain now is just Bruno or Bowen, like penalty takers that are going to play 90 minutes. But I'm tempted to go Salah. One last Salah. Richarlison or Marmoush? Probably Marmoush for me. By the way, one's a forward, one's a midfielder. Arsenal defensive double up, Gabriel Saliba. Is it good? It's good if they start. Will they start? I suspect at least one will be benched, if not both. Hand of Arsenal leaked their Arsenal lineup last week. Did he? I mean, I'd really like that again. By the way, if you're gonna put benchings in the chat, you're gonna have to say where it's from because, yeah, Bowen won't take penalties. He probably will. Would you go Salah or Foden? Salah. Penalty taker. Look, let's be honest, right? There's a bit of nostalgia with Salah. He's the greatest FPL pick of all time. He's been rubbish. You don't need me to tell you that. If you don't want to go for him, you don't feel comfortable with it because he's been terrible all season, that's fine. Absolutely fine. But I probably will just do it. If you can't have a bit of nostalgia on the final day, when can you? I said that even before the Haaland benching. But I could just see me ending up on Salah captain. I fancy Marmoush captain. I think it's a nice pick. Yeah. What is the hand of? What's the account? Hand of Arsenal. Oh yeah. Did that used to be Ozil? I think that person's messaged me before. Oh yeah, something about David Raya, but that was like ages ago. Start Cherky or Tavernier. Tavernier is the safe route, right? Would you start Tavernier over Haaland now? Yes. Got Richarlison, Bowen. Go for Fleming or Marmoush. Marmoush. I really like Marmoush now. I've said that all week. By the way, all we know is that Haaland's not starting. We don't know that Marmoush is starting. He probably is. So. Play Saka or Haaland? I mean, on current info, I guess Saka, because there's still a chance he starts, but I highly doubt it. Haaland often scores late on. Yeah, look, Haaland could come on and score. I'm not trying to say otherwise, but most of the time you sell players that don't start, right? Or bench them. Bench one of Tavernier, Gyökeres, Cherky. Probably Cherky. Do you think Engamoa will play? No. Don't think he'll start. Here's the thing, right? So if we're going to go for like nailed on penalty taking 90-minute players, Fernandes or Bowen, do you go for Bowen because he's got something to really play for? More so than Fernandes, although I know Fernandes wants that assist. Or do you not go for Bowen because that game could be super tense? The thing I quite like about West Ham is they have to win. There is no other scenario where they can be safe unless they win. So they are going to have to go for it at some point. But what if they get an early goal and then they just defend the lead? I don't know. Semenyo always starts. Yeah, apart from the times he hasn't started. Like, I agree. He always starts apart from the times he hasn't. Marmoush, Salah, Bowen, Richarlison. Pick one striker, one midfielder. Salah and Bowen. -4, take out Cherky for Omar. And who's better, Gyökeres or Erling? Well, right now, probably Gyökeres because you know Haaland's bench, right? Saka to Marmoush, Haaland to Bowen, play Semenyo. On current info, probably yes. But I would not be surprised if Semenyo's also out, to be honest with you. No, do you know what? I know people have joked around that Fernandes will like make a pass from a penalty, but he actually talked about that in an interview. I think he got asked, and he basically said he won't do that. Basically said he won't do that. Is it only lazy FPL saying that Haaland won't, and then they're asking you to sign up for a newsletter? They always do that, though, right? Part of the leaks is to get people on board with the newsletter, which is fine, right? Well, I don't know. Some people would say it's not fine, but anyway, it is what it is. They have had like one incident in the past, I think, where they said something that didn't come true, but that can happen. I would take that as gospel, pretty much. I put it this way: I will now not captain Haaland based on that leak, and I might sell him. I probably will sell him. So I trust it quite a lot. Marmoush, Salah, Bowen. Oh, I did that one. Sacking the Marmoush, Haaland's Bowen, place. Oh, yeah. Can you do quick update or leaks? Yeah, Haaland's benched, or Haaland's not starting. Haaland to Osula is fine if you want to go that way. He's not really. I don't know if Osula's in my top 5, to be honest, but he's fine. João Pedro to start. I think he will, but there's obviously some risk there. Haaland, Semenyo, Gyökeres for Calvert-Lewin and Bowen. Salah thoughts. Sounds pretty good. Saka, Church. By the way, we don't know that Semenyo's not starting. Just saying. Saka, Cherki, Haaland to Foden, Richarlison, Salah -8. Again, we don't know if Foden's starting, so that seems a bit risky. I sold Haaland to Salah -4 last. Hurrah. Got Bowen. Nice. Good luck. You keep saying Marmoush for Haaland, but he's a midfielder. Yeah, because I'm going to make 2. Do I keep saying that? I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy Bowen. But yes, Marmoush is a midfielder, so you have to make 2 moves. Keep Saka or transfer a non-Salah Liverpool midfielder? If yes, then who is the best? I'd probably sell Saka. I quite like the punt on Gakpo, but Szoboszlai is safer. Salah's... is that really their second leak that Salah starts? Because we know Salah's going to start. Well, I guess we don't know for sure, but that seems like a... Salah starting is a much less interesting leak than Haaland being benched. But anyway, look, it is what it is. I'm sure they're going to have a couple more leaks before the deadline. They're just going to shift so many people to do Haaland to Salah, myself included. I've updated the ticker, by the way. Was that actually a 50? Come on, lazy FPL. Give us something interesting. O'Reilly, Semenyo, preferably. Saka, Gyökeres, O'Reilly, Semenyo would be nice. Okay, that is fit. Maybe they are doing it every 15 minutes. I think we kind of knew Salah was going to start, didn't we? I'd tell you what, it'd be really nice if Saka started. If Saka starts, then I can do something. I could do like Haaland, Semenyo, to Bowen. Yeah, I don't know. Should we expect Gabriel and Saka to get rested? I wouldn't be surprised. Salah will come off early for the applause. Yeah, probably. But that could be like 89 minutes, right? It could be 80, 75, 70. He's going to get a lot of applause regardless. I agree that he won't last the full 90, but... Saka to Salah, Haaland to Bowen -4, or Semenyo to Salah, Haaland to Bowen -4. Do you know what? Right now, I don't know who's less likely to start between Semenyo and Saka. I actually think it might. I don't know. I think they both get benched. Probably Saka. Leading by 12 points, have your team but João Pedro instead of Gyökeres and 1 free transfer. Likely you to take a hit. How likely you to take a defender transfer? On current info, probably not. I think if Van Heck and Strout come on for Gabriel and O'Reilly, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, hit probably is fine. Start Gross or Thiago. Probably Thiago. Raya or Darlow and bench one. Raya. Bench one out of Gross, Cherki, Calvert-Lewin and Wilson. You can't bench Calvert-Lewin and Gross. It's one of the other two. I'm going to say bench Wilson. Would you start Lewis Skelly? Probably. Depends what my other options are, but probably, yeah. I think he's got a good chance of starting because he didn't start the last game. Salah's not going to come off after 30 minutes, I don't think. Happy final day. Look, there is some risk captain in Salah. Like, if you want the guy that's going to play 90 and be on penalties, then you get Fernandes or Bowen, right? Debating doing Munoz, Calvert-Lewin, Cherki, Haaland to Senesi, Bowen, Anthony, and Richarlison. Worth it. Have the free transfers. I don't hate it. Calvert-Lewin's a bit of a luxury, but if you've got the free transfers, why not? I think you can. I think I would go Mavropanos or Porro or someone like that for defender. I think, but again, there's nothing wrong with Senesi. A lot of people do seem to think that Lacroix will start. I think they'll make early subs for sure. If no leaks, sell Saka or Cherki. I'm going to say Saka. Yes, yes, yes. We know Haaland's not starting. Come on, come on. Haaland to Bowen, Wilson to Salah for a -4. Sure. Anyone tempted to captain Marmouche? Turkey's on the latest City Twitter post. I'm 12 points behind on my work lead. Do I take a -4 on Haaland Salah to try and claw it back? Haaland replacement 2. I've got Bowen and Gyökeres. Probably Richarlison or Welbeck. Yeah, I'd probably do it. Guess it depends on the rest of your team. Get Salah or Marmouche and captain Marmouche if so. I'd probably get Salah between the two. But I honestly, could Marmouche get more minutes than Salah? It's possible, right? And Marmouche might be on penalties too. He might be. What? But again, I've got to keep saying this. We don't know for sure that Marmouche is starting. I suspect he does, but we don't know for sure. Transfer Fleming in for Welbeck or Brobby. Probably Brobby out of the two. You have Bruno captain, but got for Bruggen. I don't really care about goalkeepers. I think Verbruggen's better than Darlow this year. I'm not. There's so many more interesting things going on. I'm not going to worry too much about goalkeeper. I probably won't end up with Fernandes captain anyway. To be honest with you, this is going to change before deadline. Yes, we know Haaland's bench. Thank you for the info. We do know though. I promise you that kind of news gets around quite quickly. Can you please do a captain poll between Salah, Marmouche, Bowen, and Bruno? Don't know about all 4 of those, but I can put a few in. Gakpo, Palmer, Gibbs, White. Pick 2. I've got 3 hit. Palmer and probably should be Gibbs, White. To be honest with you, the thing is, the problem with captaincy poll is it could change. I'll put your current game week 38 captain is. No one's captaining. No one's captaining Haaland now, right? I mean, free hit this week's probably quite nice now, yeah. I'm not talking about the England squad. Not right now. Can you give your reason for the top 3 captains? I just think they're the 3 players that might score the most points, to be honest. Nailed on. Penalties. I mean, who else is there? Marmouche for a punt. Thanks for content for the season. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Lots of people won't see the benching. It might work out better for them. A Saka and Gyökeres bench, we just don't know. Captain Calvert-Lewin, I guess I don't hate it, but why not talk about Tati? Just penalties. Tati's fine. But to be honest, he's probably got a bit more open play goal threat, to be honest with you. Maybe Bowman's going to step up, keep West Ham up. You just don't know. If they're gonna release a leak every 15 minutes, we've only got 7 minutes till the next one. Come on, there's got to be more leaks than this, surely. Any news on Cherki? Nope. O'Reilly, dude, sound okay. O'Reilly, Gabriel Hill, Haaland. But Haaland's. I would play Thiago over Haaland, right? Because Haaland's benched. Otherwise, the rest sounds okay. Yeah. But I think Mateta starts. Probably not. Am I sure Dominic's going to start? No, but he probably does. Gibbs White's fine, yeah. Nothing on João Pedro. Nope. Do. Is that legit? Someone just said FPL Brandon says that O'Reilly's not starting. I don't. Oh, that's from a previous game week, that image. Any news about João Pedro? Nope. We're not likely to get any either, but you never know. You never know. All the leaked news is in the ticker at the bottom. Haaland and Saka to Bowen and Salah, Captain Bruno. Sounds, yeah. Captain Bruno's fine. 2 free transfers is good. Should I keep Gyökeres or move any Arsenal City players? I would probably keep João Pedro ahead of City and Arsenal, to be honest. I think there's a good chance he will start. It's not a guarantee, of course. Richarlison or Bowen together with Salah in, or all three from -4. Depends who you're selling. Bowen and Salah sounds pretty good to me. Depends who you're selling, who you've got on your bench as to whether to take that -4. What's a sports mole? Where have you seen that stuff? Someone's just put Trafford, Nunes, Stones, Ake, Aitnori, Rodri, Bernardo, Savino, Foden, Doku, Marmouche, sports mole. Is that just a prediction though, or what? Apparently, Gabriel and Saliba are doing a half each. Got a good source. Ooh, that wouldn't be great. How good is your source though? Oh god. I don't need to hit. I'm just going to start Gabriel and hope that he's 0 or 90. Bruno captain's fine. Yeah, he'll definitely be looking for the assist. I think that's a certainty. -4. Haaland and Thiago and Cherky out. Fleming, Bowen and Marmouche. I don't think you can justify really Thiago to Fleming for a -4. To be honest with you, Thiago's okay this week. Do I think Maddison starts? I don't think so. No. Start Lewis Skelly. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yes, Haaland is bench. Yes. Okay, we've got about 3 minutes until potentially the next league. I really want this to be. What would I want the next league to be? I want it. Maybe O'Reilly might be good, whether he's starting or not. So Rice or Cherky for Salah. Probably Rice. Start one of Welbeck, Gross, or João Pedro. Why not? Welbeck probably. Thiago or Gross. No. Thiago. Would you take the confirmed Salah or the differential of a likely Marmouche start? I think I prefer Salah over Marmouche, but I do like them both. Oh, Bruno starts. Interesting. Where'd you get that massive information? Oh, here we go. O'Reilly and Cherky do not start. O'Reilly and Cherky do not start. Okay, this is getting freaking annoying now. Okay, I've got Van Heck, so that's fine for O'Reilly. But that means I want Aitnori, I think. Okay, hang on a second. This is going to be chaos. Haaland, Cherky, O'Reilly do not start. Lazy FPL. Salah does start. Lazy FPL. I don't think Semenyo is going to start. I think Semenyo is going to get benched as well. This now gets really. I think I'm taking a hit. And I'm doing the. I don't think Gabriel's going to start either. I've just got. I kind of want Aitnori now. I kind of want to do Haaland, Semenyo, Saka, Strauk for a -8 for Bowen, Salah, Marmouche, Aitnori. But if Gabriel starts, it's just so. Come on. I really want to know if Gabriel starts or not. Because if Gabriel doesn't start, I can talk myself into a -4, I think. That's all we got so far. I'm just double checking. I really want Marmouche. I talked about him all week as like a potential option if we find out he starts. Now we don't have the info that he starts, but I just think this is going to be a fully changed team now. I think Pep's just whatever. Start Gabriel Lacroix, probably Gabriel, but Saka and Haaland out from -4. Sure, I don't mind that. The source is pretty reliable. I really need to pee. Can I wait 27 minutes, or do I just go now? Do you think if everyone's teams get smashed with bench players, we'll see next season going forward, everyone will save their free hit for 38? No. I don't know if I can wait. I'm just going to have to go now. I'm back in a sec. I'm back. I think that was a good decision. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, where are you seeing Gabriel benched? Where are you seeing Gabriel benched? Where? Okay. Where did people see Gabriel benched? Loads of people just suddenly said it. As if like it was are you just winding me up? I feel like people are just winding me up. So many people just said that in did you all just hang on. Why did everyone just suddenly say that? Okay. Fair enough. I think they're just winding me up. I think people are just winding me up. There's too many people to ban, unfortunately. Having his own leak before the deadline. It had to be done. I apologize. Watkins and Nico Williams to Van Dijk and Bowen for a hit. Team will be Gabriel, Saliba, Van Dijk, Lacroix. I think you've probably got to take a defender hit because one of those defenders is probably not starting. Again, Haaland's bench, by the way, and Semenyo might well be too. Calvert-Lewin or Bowen? Bowen. By the way, I'm just going to say right now, I'm not going to captain Bruno. I'm going to captain one of the players that I bring in, I think. So Bowen, Salah, Marmouche. One of those players will be my captain. Don't know who. Is Semenyo playing? No idea. No idea. Gary Lineker starts. Nice. I wish he was starting for the BBC at the World Cup. It's going to be weird not seeing Gary Lineker introduce England in the final of the World Cup. Okay, now it's just getting boring now, all the fake leaks, by the way. So just quit it. Thanks. Turkey just gets permanently benched these days. Turkey just never starts. I don't know if Lazy FPL has Arsenal leaks, but I would love to know about Gyökeres, etc. I don't know what to do now. Okay, well, I kind of do. What if I take a hit to bench Gyökeres and he starts? What would be your free hit team? Oh, this I don't know. Marmoush would be in it. Probably, I suspect Foden starts as well. Foden, Marmoush, Salah, Fernandez, then pick 7 others, I suppose. Porro, Bowen, Mavropanos, probably another Liverpool midfielder, something like that. That's a good starting point. Honestly, I don't have time to think about a free hit team. With 22 minutes to go and probably more leaks to come out. All the leaks we know are in the ticker at the bottom. I don't know any more than that. We're all kind of just patiently waiting for info. Yeah, I'm a hand of Arsenal. A few people say I might post info, but does Marmoush actually return though? I don't know. Find out today, I suppose. Gabriel is only playing a half. The thing is, I'm sure you're right, but I don't know how much to trust it. What is a ticker? It's the thing scrolling at the bottom with the information. -4 worth it to get a full 11. Yes. Reckon Doku will start. Maybe. I don't know if I can say any more than that. I just don't know. He could start. Like, who else would play on the left? The thing is, surely one of Doku or Semenyo starts. But then maybe Aït-Nouri plays left wing. Like, I don't know. And Savinho on the right. If you had to pick one, Palmer or Foden or Marmoush. Marmoush. I'm not going to... I quite like Foden as well. I'm not going to buy Palmer now, I don't think. I think there's going to be a lot of hits this week. I won't worry too much. Eight minutes, 20. Okay, it's not necessarily every 15 minutes. Nor bench doesn't necessarily mean Aït-Nouri starts. Yeah, I've said that earlier. Yeah, absolutely right. I don't think I can buy Aït-Nouri without knowing that he's going to start. An Arsenal agency saying Saka and Trossard bench. What does that mean? Should Lacroix start? I think he probably does. Probably does. Am I selling Haaland? I think so. I've got a bad feeling that I'm going to sell Haaland, and I probably should just sell Gyökeres instead, because Haaland's going to come off the bench and get something, but I don't reckon Marmoush gets a return. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to buy him. He's not essential. I just quite like him. I've mentioned him all week. So I feel like I've got to go there now. 6 points behind first place. Would you take a hit to do Saka, Cherky, Haaland to Marmoush, Salah, Bowen, or do you just go with Cherky, Haaland to... Yeah, I'd probably take the hit. I mean, is there a chance Saka starts? Of course, but why risk him? Why? Why would you do that ahead of a Champions League final? You've got Madueke right there. Like Thomas Tuchel, you've got Madueke right there. Would you start João Pedro? Yeah, probably. Do I think Foden starts? Yeah, probably. Gabriel not starting on FOTMob. But FOTMob is not necessarily a leak, right? The thing is, if Gabriel doesn't start, I'm down to this. Does Strauch start? Like, is that a guarantee? I did ask a Leeds fan earlier. They did say he probably starts. Would you take hits to get out City players? If you've not got a good bench, sure, why not? This could be brutal, by the way. This game, I'm as someone that really wants to cling on to the top 1K, I'm not looking forward to this. Anyone that's got close, where it's close in terms of mid-league and stuff, I don't know how good this is. This might be good if you're up against people that aren't as well engaged. Semenyo start, don't know. But I'm going to guess not, but I don't know. Buy Marmoush or Foden. Marmoush. Thanks for the season plans right now. Probably Haaland, Semenyo, Saka to Marmoush, Salah, Bowen, I think. Does Trossard start? I would guess not, but I don't know. My guess is anyone that you think is first choice for Arsenal has probably got a good chance of not starting. Marmoush versus Bowen. Ooh, probably Bowen, but that's quite close. Are these leaks trustworthy? Put it this way, I'm going to act on them. That's all I can say. Lewis Skelly. Oh, we better not get a leak about Lewis Skelly starting. That's not interesting. That's not interesting at all. Watkins, O'Reilly, Trossard to Bowen, Van Dijk, Enzo for -4. It's probably a don't hate it without knowing the rest of the team. Yes, Marmoush is a midfielder. Yes, but people might see my choice here, right? I could sell Gyökeres or Semenyo, so people will have the same thing. So I can go Marmoush. You could have a situation where it's Marmoush or Bowen. I only realised that earlier, by the way, because I was thinking I've got to sell Gyökeres, but I could just sell Semenyo. But the thing is, Semenyo might start. That's what do you know what? I would actually really like a Semenyo leak. I would love a Semenyo leak next. Although I kind of want to buy Marmoush. I don't know if I can justify that though. Marmoush for Semenyo for a -4. Is Regret FPL? No, Regret FPL. I'm pretty sure I've got. Oh no. Sorry, that's a different. I was going to say I've got them blocked, but I don't. They're just doing FPL newsletter anyway. It's a different account with R that I think I've got benched. Used to have like a yellow logo or something. Why are you so sure Gyökeres doesn't start? I'm not really, to be honest. United are playing Brighton though, so why not get Welbeck? Yeah, Welbeck's good too. Don't hate that. Yeah, Stones probably starts. Please don't leak about Stones. I'm being very selfish here. I think I really want a Semenyo leak next. That'd be handy for me. Start Gross or Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. Any news on João Pedro? Nope. Got him first on my bench. I may have to move him if he isn't starting. I think he's okay. Joint top of my min league, I've got Haaland, O'Reilly, and Cherky plus Gabriel +1 transfer. Do I get Aït-Nouri or get Bowen? I would get Bowen. I think Aït-Nouri's going to start, but I probably wouldn't risk it without knowing for sure. Saka to Enzo or Haaland to Bowen from -4. Haaland to Bowen. Cherky to Foden from -4. Don't hate it. Again, we don't know for sure that Foden's starting, but he probably does. João Pedro João Pedro did train, yeah. The manager said that. I'm refreshing. Come on, lazy FPL. I'm refreshing your Twitter account. Tell me if Semenyo starts or not. Thing is, do you know what? I say that I really just want a Semenyo league, but the thing is, once I get the Semenyo league, then I really want a Gyökeres one as well and a Saka one. Just to make it super easy for myself. Start Ray or Henderson. Probably Ray and just hope for the best. Arsenal projected XG has gone down. XG's gone down. Nice. Gibbs White to start. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. Oh my god, the chat is. Why set on no Bruno captain? I just want to go somewhere more interesting, really. Again, Fernandes is fine. You can captain him if you want. Yeah. Should I sell Semenyo or Saka for Gibbs White -4? I guess Saka's less likely to start than Semenyo. How many hits are acceptable here? As many as you need, really. With no Arsenal leaks, do I bench Saka and Gyökeres or Van Hecken Keane? That's really tricky. I guess you start with defenders. It'd be quite funny if after all this, Marmoush doesn't start. Wouldn't that be funny? We all we know is what's in the ticker at the bottom. Don't know any more than that. Sell Saka or Semenyo for Salah. Probably Saka. If no more news, O'Reilly to Porro or who? Yeah, I like Porro. Alongside Marmoush, would you get Salah or Foden? Salah. Who the captain seen Salah, Bowen, and Marmoush? Yeah, one of those. Probably Salah for me, but I do like Marmoush and Bowen too. Play Minoz will take a hit. Probably just play him and hope for the best. Top 3 O'Reilly replacements. Probably Porro, Mavropanos, Van Dijk. Something like that. You're really gonna have to put if you're gonna put players to bench, you're gonna have to put. I'm not gonna mention them unless you put sources that I can double check. Play Rodgers or bring in a City midfielder from -4. I'd be tempted to bring in a City midfielder. What's my moves? I tell you in about 12 minutes. The There. By the way, 16 minutes since the last leak. Maybe that's all we're getting. Maybe that's all we're getting. We're not getting anything else, are we? Oh, Gyökeres to Richarlison or Saka to Marmoush for a -4. I think I'd rather get Marmoush. What if Gyökeres just starts? I mean, Gyökeres is more likely to start than Saka, I suppose. Oh, this is freaking annoying. I feel like I might have to. I don't want to make any transfers until we've got like most information we're going to get, but I don't know if we're going to get any more. Lazy FPL might be done. They might be done. João Pedro and Saka playing. I don't know. João Pedro probably, Saka probably not, I would guess. Haaland and Cherky to Bowen. Okay. When people say Gabriel bench, they're talking about my team. I've just realised. Sorry. Yeah, I was just playing around, really. My bad. Maybe that's why they keep saying it for Gyökeres as well. I don't know. Lazy FPL clearly have the whole team. Maybe. I don't know if we'll get anything else off of them. I'm 27 points ahead of my rival. I only have one transfer. Would you make transfers or just hope those 27 points is enough? Well, I would make transfers if you need them, right? If you got players not starting, etc. 6 points up in mid-league. O'Reilly to Mavropanos and Haaland to Burr -4. Sounds good. João Pedro and Saka playing. Don't know, as already said. Haaland and Cherky to Bowen and Salah or Marmoush for a hit. Salah probably. Final super chat. 10.6 million Semenya replacement. Marmoush. Who to get for O'Reilly? Van Heck, Hill, Paro or Mavropanos. Start 2, Welbeck, Krupi and Dewsbury Hall. I would bench Dewsbury Hall. Wilson and Shard are playing. They might do. I honestly don't know for those two. I probably wouldn't sell them for a hit, put it that way. Joint first in the league, Haaland, Cherky stacked to Richarlison, Marmoush and Gakpo for -12. Don't hate it as long as you got no bench players. Am I safe to transfer in Jadon Anthony? Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get any leaks about Burnley, if I'm honest. You never know, but I doubt it. Salah or Marmoush? Salah, I think. And the captain either of those. I'm tempted to captain Salah. When I think it's a when, not if I bring him in. Why is Haaland still in my team? Because I want to wait until as late as possible in case we might get into a position where it's better for me to sell Gyökeres than Haaland or something. I don't know. Oh, I wish we had Arsenal leaks. I wish I just knew if my whole team was starting or not. I don't think we're going to get much else though. Kanate or Gabriel? Kanate. Thoughts on Foden to bring in? I think it could be a nice risk, yeah. We don't know for sure he's starting, but he probably does. Best replacement for Haaland and Gyökeres is Bowen and Welbeck, maybe. Him and Richarlison's close. Have a good summer break. Thank you, you two. Down 10 in min-league, 2 free transfers. Ciao, Gabriel. What should I do? Yeah, you're going to have to tell me what you're thinking about doing, to be honest with you. I mean, I would sell Haaland for sure to Bowen. And then I can't look through your whole team and decide your transfer plans. I'm sorry. I'd probably sell. I don't think Rice will start either, if that helps. Oh, you got Cherky, but Cherky's on your bench. You'd probably sell Rice and Haaland, although Rice might start. I don't know. Haaland to Bowen would be a move, I would say. And then your second move is probably selling Rice. Selling O'Reilly for Paro, probably. Start 2, Calvert and Thiago Hinchelwood. Start 2. I'd bench Hinchelwood. 1 free transfer, Saka to Palmer or Haaland to Bowen. Haaland to Bowen. Bench 1, Wilson in Burma, Gabriel, Haaland. Well, Haaland's not starting, so I think it has to be him. Thoughts on Friday? Did that one. Start Van Heck or Botman? Probably Van Heck. Yeah, Van Heck. Tavernier or Gross or Saka to Marmoush? Probably Saka. Bench Gabriel, Saliba, Van Heck. Saliba, I guess, out of those. I have O'Reilly, Cherky, Haaland, Saka, Trossard. Only one transfer. Who should I change? Well, O'Reilly, Cherky, and Haaland are all not starting, so I would definitely change them. You could maybe take hits for the others potentially. That's a bit harder to know. Will Tati play? Probably yes. 8 minutes to go. We're not going to get any other information. We do have Arsenal news. We don't have Arsenal news unless you tell me where it's from. Um, would you sell Gyökeres for Richarlison for a -8? I'm really not sure about Gyökeres now because we don't have any information that he's not starting. And like if Havertz is if Havertz is first choice, Gyökeres is the backup. Could Gyökeres get rotated in? Maybe, right? Took a -4, make it -8 for Saka to Salah. I'm not massively comfortable about telling people to sell Saka for a hit, but I might be about to do the same. Van Heck or Keane? Van Heck, I think, probably. I've got Gabriel and Gyökeres, but only one bench left. Should I take a hit or risk them? Yeah, again, I don't know what the answer is. I really don't know. I probably won't take a hit. I probably won't take a hit to sell them, I don't think. Although, I might sell Semenyo for a hit, and I don't even know if he's starting or not. Oh, this is really annoying now. I don't quite know what to do. Hand of Arsenal just hinted at giving team news. Lineup news isn't that important today. Okay, I'm going to reply. Okay. I'm gonna be a douchebag and reply to him and just see what we get. Would you sell Saka or Semenyo for Salah? I think probably Saka out of the two. Does Doku start? I don't know. I've got Saliba and Gabriel 2 -4. I don't feel comfortable telling people to sell those defenders for a -4 right now. I'll be honest, unless we get confirmed info in the next 6 minutes. -4, Haaland to Bowen and Saka to Salah. Don't hate it. Thanks for your content for draft, benching order, Hinshelwood, Gross, oh my god. I would probably get Marmoush if you can. Benching order, I would play Tavernier #1, then probably Gross, then Robertson, then Hinshelwood, then Stones, then Gyökeres or something like that. But Gyökeres might start. Damn, 100 people like that comment already. So he's got the team, but he's not going to tell us, is he? Lazy FPL are done by the looks of it. 5 minutes. I'm going to have to start making transfers in 4 minutes. I can't risk messing it up. I can't risk messing it up. I'm not. Strauch is annoying me as well. Does Strauch definitely start? I don't want to be down to 10 this week. That would be a killer. That would be a killer. Does he always share the team? I feel like that's not. Is that true? Surely it's just fully changed as well. Surely. I really want to know about Gyökeres. I feel like Gyökeres is important for me now. Oh. Don't put any more super chats in now, by the way. Team news and ticks is like. Come on, lads. Just give us something. Arsenal have arrived. Marino with the squad. Okay. But I honestly, if you've got questions, I'd maybe just go to a different stream. Need 3. Dango, Cherky, Haaland, Mane, Keane, Van Heck. Well, Keane, Mane, and Van Heck probably. Well, Dango, Mane, and Van Heck probably. Official Foden or Marmoush. I'm going to say Marmoush. Honestly, these people, they've got us on strings right now. They got us on strings. The reason I'm struggling is because I don't know if Semenyo might start. Semenyo just might start. Like, that's a possibility. I think I just get Bowen and Salah and then I start from there. I don't know what to do. But I've only got 3 minutes to do it. I'm just going to triple check it whether these guys. Luke has given his team on Twitter. Not recently, right? 2.5 minutes. Yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can. Okay, I think I've. Selling Saka or Semenyo is really killing me. I'm gonna have to. Okay, I've got to get Bowen in. I think for Haaland. This is so annoying. Because if Gyökeres is out, I could sell him instead and keep Haaland on the bench. I'm just going to double check again, see if any of them are leaked anything. Okay, FPL News. I think FPL Newsletter, a lazy FPL, whatever's done. Hand of Arsenal is obviously leaving it super late, annoyingly. It's 1 minute 40 seconds. I don't think I can leave it any longer. Someone's just said to me for Arsenal, he's rotated a lot. I don't know who though. That's all I've got. He's rotated a lot. I can't leave it any longer. Oh, it's only okay. Haaland to Bowen is in. Oh my god, the site's crashing. The site's crashing. Ah, fucked it. Absolutely fucked it. Yeah, can't make transfers. That's my own fault. Site's done. I have to find my phone. I don't know where my phone is. I genuinely do not know where my phone is. I think I've made the transfer. Okay, Bowen's in. Oh, this is fucking ridiculous. I can't find my phone. It's broken. That's it. Absolutely, that's my fault. Done. That's top 1k done. Can't make my transfers. That's gutting. Fuck it. That's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's my fault. Bowen's in, and Fernandez is captain. Can't get Salah. Just can't do it. It's just not it's done. It's my fault. That's my fault. That's pretty annoying. I haven't even used my second free transfer. Wow. Okay. I said earlier I don't have my phone on me. I don't know where it is. Probably left it downstairs or something. Oh, fuck's sake. That's so frustrating. I know it's my own fault. I get it. I shouldn't have left it so late. Gyökeres is on the bench. Like, Gyökeres is probably going to start now. Oh, I don't want to do a watch long. I gotta be honest. I just don't want to do a watch long now. Oh, I can't believe I've just done that. How? Oh. That's so frustrating. Oh. Leave it. I honestly can't believe I've not used my second transfer. I don't even. I'm getting the Bowen ones in. I couldn't make the second transfer. That's so annoying. That is so annoying. I was in like 2.5 minutes. It's only like 2.5 minutes. When did I start making the transfer? About 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm not waiting around for lineups now. I'm not waiting around for. I don't want to see them. I did not want to see the lineups. I'll play it safe. Somehow ended up captaining Marmouche. I mean, that's better than probably. Well, I don't even know what captain I'm on. Am I on Bruno? I think I'm on Bruno. Oh, that's if I don't get it now, that's so annoying. Salah's gonna. I don't honestly. I'm just gonna. I don't think I can do a watch long now. I don't think I want to do it. That's just a killer, honestly. I could have got. Oh, I was gonna take a -4 as well. I was gonna get Salah and Marmouche, I think. I mean, I always leave it that late because why would you not wait for as much info as possible? But I should have realised, I guess. No Saka, no Gyökeres, no Gabriel. My team's fucked, honestly. It's absolutely fucked. Apologise for the swearing. No Rice, no Saliba, no Ray, no Gabriel, no Gyökeres, Saka. It's absolutely done. Right, I'm off. I don't know if I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a watch long. I'll decide in an hour, but it's done. It's done. That means I'm down to. Yeah, I'm just screwed. I'm just screwed. Right. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.